600. And more on the breaking news now. A federal judge just ordered Virginia to reinstate the more than 1,600 voters taken off the state's voter rolls after being identified as non-citizens.
Screw the law. Screw the Constitution. Heck, y'all might as well just come out and just blatantly tell us y'all want the election stolen. How are you all doing, my fellow American brothers and sisters? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching Modern Renaissance, man. Make sure you guys are following me on all my platforms on social media, including the ones you see above and the ones right here below. Please hit this thumbs up button right here. That way my content can consistently be recommended to you, and it also helps push my content out in the YouTube shadow banning world. So make sure you guys all do that. You know, y'all don't make me do it. Push the button. Push the thumb up button. Push the darn thumbs up button. I had to, I'm sorry. Also, don't forget to make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel, hitting that bell notification. That way, you will be notified whenever I do post a video. Yeah, guys, unfortunately, this is something that came as pure shock in Virginia. There's been things that have been in place that's bipartisan. You remember how Kamala Harris was talking about, we want to all agree. We have more in common than we don't. Because when we don't and we do, we end up don't doing the things that we should. And that's fundamental. Remember how she's talking about bipartisan? Bipartisan is we need to come together. Well, guess what? There has been a bill that's been in place in Virginia that was bipartisan, that currently is bipartisan, that a non-citizen can, you know what? I'll let them tell it.
The Justice Department filed a lawsuit after their removal, which alleged that Virginia violated federal law by systematically removing those non-citizens from voter rolls too close to Election Day. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin says the state will immediately petition the court for an emergency injunction. We have Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin by phone for his very first reaction, and let's get that. First of all, welcome to the Faulkner Focus, and your reaction, Governor.
Yeah, Harris, this is a stunning ruling by a federal judge who is ordering Virginia to reinstate individuals who have self-identified as non-citizens back on the voter rolls. And what's even more astounding is the vast majority of these folks had presented immigration documents confirming that they were non-citizens, and we recently had that verified by federal authorities. So here we are with a judge saying, put people back on the voter rolls who you know are non-citizens. And this is under a law in Virginia that's been in effect since 2006. It has been applied by Republican and Democrat governors alike into this 90-day period. And here we are 11 days before a presidential election, and a federal judge is ordering them back on the voter rolls. It's astounding to me that this could possibly happen. I mean, listen, common sense says non-citizens aren't on the voter rolls, but the Constitution and the law say it as well. And that's why we are immediately petitioning the Fourth Circuit for an emergency stay here on this injunction. And we will immediately go to the U.S. Supreme Court if necessary.
Look,
we are not going to sit by and let this happen.
I'm reading, Governor, that the executive order requiring the removal of them came on August 7th. Which was 90 days before Election Day. So clearly you had begun this process far ahead of when the DOJ was coming for you. I don't understand why there is any question about the timing of this.
Harris, this process has been going on for years. For years. This is not something that just started in the 90-day window. And by the way, the 90-day window doesn't even apply because these are non-citizens who shouldn't have been on the voter roll to begin with. And this is an individualized process. These people have self-identified as non-citizens, and either by accident or purpose ended up on the voter rolls, and they should have not been there in the first place. And so to suggest that we have to put them back on the voter roll is why everyone is just reacting with this immense sense of amazement. Could this possibly be? And that's why we have to immediately petition for an emergency stay on this injunction, and we will do that as fast as we possibly can.
All right. Speaking of quickly, because I know you've got to get back at it, real quickly now. So what happens? I know it's 1,600, and people may say, oh, that's not many. Every race in America is going to be tight. Let's just get that straight right now. So what happens if those voters are put back on the rolls? And are you concerned that there may be others out there who will try to register before Election Day? Can they even do that in your state?
At this point in our state, we do have same-day registration, but they cast a provisional ballot. And then we can go back and confirm whether that was a valid ballot or not. And, in fact, that is the ultimate safeguard here for anyone in this process, which is they can always same-day register and cast a provisional ballot that then can be confirmed with the light of day on it. The reality is that we have safe and fair and accurate elections in Virginia. We have paper ballots and counting machines, not voting machines. They're not hooked up to the Internet. We have extensive custody laws, and we have really clean voter rolls. And this is what I'm concerned about, is a federal judge telling us to put these people back on the voter rolls after we have done everything constitutionally consistent and consistent with our law, and, by the way, common sense. So we are going to immediately petition for this emergency stay of the injunction and make sure that our voter rolls stay clean.
Why can't they just keep those votes aside, just like they would on Election Day, if there are any questions about anybody, and just put those aside and let the federal government vet those people themselves, even though they've already done it and they gave you the go-ahead that these were non-citizens, but let them redo that process. I don't understand what the rush is. It feels political. Your last comment.
Yeah, Harris, common sense is clearly not at play here, and that's our issue. And so the common sense answer is, of course, that if people have been taken off the voter roll, they're not able to affirm that they are a U.S. citizen, they shouldn't be voting. And they can, of course, affirm they are a U.S. citizen and get back on the voter roll. That is common sense. That's a process that's been working in Virginia for 18 years. And to have a federal judge order that we reinstate over 1,500 individuals back on the voter rolls doesn't comply with common sense, the Constitution, or Virginia law.
Every American needs to be focused right now on Virginia and what's happening with those non-citizens. Governor...
And Harris, last comment, get out and vote, folks.
This is where we are right now. What judge is this? That's constitutional right there. I mean, that's what I'm telling y'all. They do all this talking. Trump wants to get rid of the Constitution. Trump, look who's not abiding by it right now. Non-citizens who actually say, yeah, I don't have this type of idea. I don't have that. I'm actually am a non-citizen. I'm not a citizen. And you rule that this shit. How is this even legal? That's like giving, I forgot. I was getting ready to say that's like giving the right to murder, but I forgot they're doing that through what they call health care. But no, that's what I'm saying. Is all of this fake? I'm starting to just question a lot of things. Is all of this just make-believe? We all just going along with it because we all agree to go along with it? Because if this is Constitution, if it is law, how in the world is this judge able to do something that's unlawful, that's unconstitutional? And I'm so glad Youngkin is doing what he's doing right now, man. I know they pissed off that he flipped that place red anyway. And they don't like Weston Sears, who's his lieutenant governor. Can't stand that. You got Republicans, and one of them is white, the other one is black, and she's a sister. And y'all not saying nothing about her and giving her the due diligence y'all trying to give Kamala. Weston Sears is literally a black woman. Black. My ancestral. She from my homeland, baby. Jamaica. Yeah. Raspia Sestrula, you know me as Se Carlagua. Anyway, my point in saying that, ladies and gentlemen, is this. How is it that this can even happen? That's why everybody is shocked. That's why everybody was stunned over this. This, to me, spells out straight corruption. I don't care what you say. This is that judge, and I don't even know what he can even or she can even say. This is so unconstitutional, so un-American. Ladies and gentlemen, the line has been drawn. They are playing their cards. That's how you have to look at it. Look at it like these people. I told y'all, it's a revealing. The swamp creatures are being revealed. You get to see who is for America and who's not. Plain and simple. What are y'all thoughts on this? You think I'm going off the edge? Am I crazy about this? Huh? Is it because I love this country so much? I don't care. I'm going after this as if this is my child, folks. And that's how I'm coming at this, with passion, with authority, with assertiveness, proud, not scared, not backing down, not stepping down. And that's exactly how you should be if you love the country as much as I do. This is crazy. This judge needs to be called out, and I hope they do take it all the way to the Supreme Court soon. We got this many days left in the election. They want to try to pull something like that's crazy to me. Tell me you're not trying to cheat without telling me you're not trying to cheat. Anyway, let me know what you guys all think by putting it in the comments after this video. Let me know what you guys all think. Do what you see right there in that cloud, ladies and gentlemen. That is very important to do that, especially if you got a cell phone in which you can get into your cell phone and share this channel with friends and family. Do it, ladies and gentlemen, because this message and what I'm talking about on my channel is being heavily suppressed because they don't want this information to get out. They don't want you guys to see that there are young black men, young black women who are not like a lot of other people. We're not, we free thinkers. We love our country just like a lot of other people do, but they don't want y'all to see it because they want you to think that we all are a monolith where we all just, we just sitting back waiting on somebody to save us, give us some handouts. They don't like free thinking Negroes like me. So please make sure y'all do that, all right? And I would really appreciate it. The next video that I would do in chronological order, most likely is going to be up here. Things that I do as a variety on this channel that you may not know that I do is going to be down there. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.